Good morning to one and all present here. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to 24th Annual Meeting of Society for Special Functions and Their Applications, SSFA, the International Conference on Special Functions and Application, ICSFA-2025, and Symposium on Geometric Function Theory and Applications, partially supported by ANRF.
You enter the first room of a mansion and it's dark. You stumble around, bumping into furniture. Then you find the light switch and suddenly everything is illuminated. You move into the next room and you repeat this until one day you realize you're back in the first room. But now it's all lit. Andrew Wiles thus poetically explained the excitement of mathematical discovery. Esteemed dignitaries, distinguished speakers, respected delegates, and all the brilliant minds who honor us with your presence. It is with immense pride and enthusiasm that the Department of Mathematics, Ramanujan School of Mathematical Sciences, Pondicherry University, hosts the International Conference on Special Functions and Applications, ICSFA-2025, and Symposium on Geometric Function Theory and Applications. I'm Cherry Paul.
And I'm Gauri Nandana.
And it is our privilege to be here today. On behalf of the entire mathematics fraternity of Pondicherry University, faculty, staff, research scholars, and students, we extend our heartfelt invitation to all of you. We invite you to dive deep in, explore, engage, and enjoy.
Paul Appel reminds us, the study of special functions is, in a sense, the study of nature itself. For these functions are the mathematical expression of its laws. The Society for Special Functions and Their Applications, SSFA, was founded in 1998 with its headquarters at Jaunpur, Uttar Pradesh, India, the seat of the Puvanchal University. This is the only society which exclusively caters and coordinates the research activities of the large group of mathematicians in the country in this important branch of analysis. The society provides notable academic awards, namely A.M. Mathai Research Excellence Award, A.K. Agarwal Best Publication Award, Aruna Gupta Prize, and M.I. Qureshi Prize for the Best Paper Presentation to promote basic research in the field of special functions and their application, and to encourage and support the dissemination and exchange of information. The 3-day conference aims to bring together the researchers working in the area of special functions and application of special functions, number theory, Q-series, and continued fraction and its generalizations, orthogonal polynomials, lead theoretical approach to special function, Ramanujan works, fractional calculus, combinatorics, geometric function theory, and their application for interaction and exchange of ideas. The main objective of ICSFA 2025 is to bring mathematicians from various parts of the world to interact with each other and to provide an excellent international platform to inculcate research interest among young researchers on recent topics of mathematical analysis. I take pride in revealing the fact that we are hosting the international conference for the second time in this Pondicherry University.
Being mathematicians, we are held together by a thread of common language. And yet, when we get together as a community, it is essential to recognize, acknowledge, and officially welcome each and everyone. It is with great pleasure that I invite Dr. Rakesh Kumar Parmar, Associate Professor, Department of Mathematics, and Convener of ICSFA 2025 for the welcome address.
Good morning, one and all present here. It feels immense happiness to welcome you all for the 24th International Conference on Special Functions and Applications and a Symposium on Geometric Function Theory Applications. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. First of all, I would acknowledge our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor P. Prakash Babu, Pondicherry University, for his tremendous support and encouragement to make this conference happen today. He is such a great role model for us and also the younger generation of our Pondicherry University family. I am honored to welcome our chief guest, Professor Tarani Karsu, sir, Director of Studies, Pondicherry University. In his leadership, the capacity to translate vision into reality. Our chief guest is such kind. Whenever we seek administrative support for the conference, he is always there to help us so execute our plans in a fruitful manners. I take the privilege to welcome him to the inaugural ceremony of ICSFA 2025. In a similar way, a leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. We got all support from our registrar, Professor Rajneesh Bhutani, for hosting this conference in a better manner. His immediate response and approval made our journey smooth and fast. The supreme quality of leadership is integrity, which is highly visible in his quality. He occupies the heart of ICSFA 2000. Now, he is no one but our chairperson, SSFA, Professor M.A. Pathan, AMU, from Aligarh Muslim University, and CMS Kerala. I am overwhelmed to welcome him for the ICSFA 2025, sir. I also acknowledge to Professor S. Ahmed Ali, sir, BVDU, Lucknow, for regular support and encouragement to make this conference best. Though the venue misses her presence, I welcome her wholehearted for the ICSFA 2025. I am pleased to welcome our guest of honor, Professor S. Ponuswamy, sir, who is Emeritus Professor in IIT Madras, Chennai. His knowledge and innovative ideas in the field of complex analysis and special function is highly valuable. His precious insights have created more researchers in his platform. So on behalf of ICSFA and Pondicherry University, I welcome you, sir. The next guest of honor is Professor Tibor K. Pogani, who is an emeritus professor in the University of Rijeka, Croatia. He is a great mathematician whose research works are very remarkable in the field of special function and other related areas. His portfolio will tell us his continuous contribution to the world of mathematics. In this joyful moment, I welcome him to the ICSFA 2025. I acknowledge Professor Rajeshwari Seshwadri, Madam, Dean of RSMS, Pondicherry University, and Organizing Secretary of ICSFA for her accompanying in all the stages of hosting this conference, ICSFA 2025. I welcome Dr. A. Joseph Kennedy, Head of the Department, to this ICSFA 2025. His valuable presence in this great event is such beautiful gesture that we have received. I heartily welcome you, sir. I welcome to Professor Paweł Jabarwa, Lubin University of Technology, Poland, and I also welcome Mrs. Sanja Pogani, wife of Professor Tibor Pogani, and Mrs. Jyotsna Jabarwa, Catholic. She is in the Catholic University of Lublin, Poland. She is wife of Professor Paweł Jabarwa. She came here to join this conference. I am very much glad to see such an energetic, enthusiastic young people from all over the world. I can see so many bright faces. It is such a great honor to have you all here in the Pondicherry University. I welcome all the international and Indian participants to the Pondicherry University for the ICSFA 2025. Enjoy the taste and smell of India, especially Pondicherry. The Pondicherry is one of the most popular tourist places. Here you can experience the richness of our culture and custom. Try to visit some famous spots in Pondicherry. Try to enjoy the street foods and explore more during the scheduled time of the conference. So I again welcome all the Indian and international participants to the ICSFA 2025. The one output we received now is the thousands inputs of 100 people. We cordially welcome all the faculties and non-teaching staffs, research scholars, students of the Department of Mathematics, Pondicherry University, and other guests and professors from Pondicherry University who accepted our invitation to join for the ICSFA 2025. Your presence in the conference has added colors to this event. Finally, I welcome each and every one of you to the ICSFA 2025. Have a memorable and joyous experience here. Thank you very much, sir. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for the cordial welcome. And also thank you, sir, for your persistent efforts towards utilizing the opportunity of hosting this exemplary conference as the convener. It's a moment of pride for the department for having availed the opportunity. Not all lamps burn with fire, some illuminate with wisdom. The light we kindle today symbolizes the brilliance of mathematics, ever glowing, ever guiding, and ever expanding the frontiers of human knowledge. I am delighted to invite the dignitaries on the dais to kindly light the lamp. Devo Bhava is a Sanskrit verse. Translated, literally it means, the guest is equivalent to God. It's my pleasure to now invite the faculty members of our department to felicitate the dignitaries on the dais with shawl and memento. I request Professor Rajeshwari Sheshadri, Dean, Ramanujan School of Mathematical Sciences, Pondicherry University, to kindly felicitate Professor K. Tharanikarasu, Director of Studies, Educational Innovations and Rural Reconstruction, Pondicherry University.
Honorable Chief Guest, other dignitaries on the dais, member of the society, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen. It's a matter of pleasure that this annual conference of SSFA is being organized by Department of Mathematics at this prestigious University of Pondicherry. We are all profoundly grateful to the authorities of the institution for their kind support and invitation to host this conference. We are also equally grateful to the faculty members of the Department of Mathematics. Theory of special functions has been an active area of research in our country, and it continued to make progress after the emergence of the original work of late Srinivasa Ramanujan, the great mathematician of India. This is an exciting mathematical area whose development intersects with classical and modern subjects at many points. The Society for Special Functions and Applications has been trying hard to develop research in mathematics in general and special function number theory and graph theory in particular. This has been achieved by organizing several conferences. We have already published proceedings of the conference and few volumes are available. Then after this, the society has declared some awards, and annually A.K. Agarwal and M. Mathai awards are given to outstanding publication and paper presentation to young researchers to help further their research career. SFA is the only society which extensively exists and caters and coordinates the research activities of a large group of research workers in the country in this important branch of analysis. The SSFA encourages and supports the exchange of information, ideas, and techniques between research in this field and related fields, and outreach program of SSFA into the public eye with a series of discussions, meetings, workshops, and so on, lay the foundation for the new and advanced mathematics. Way back in 1997, a handful of teachers and research scholars proposed the formation of the society, and subsequently with just a small number of founding members, all hungry for mathematical fellowship, SSFA was born. One thing more I can add, that first of all, during a conference at BHU, we were three persons who thought that a society should be formed for this special function. And I, together with this Professor S.N. Singh, who is sitting there, and late Professor R.Y. Dennis, thought that we can start a society. So first of all, we started this society in 1997, and after that, I think after IMS, this is the only society in mathematics which is working and which has audience and participants, sometimes more than IMS. Moreover, since the last many years, we are having few lectures, especially this R.P. Agrawal memory lecture, which was given by well-known mathematicians of the world. In fact, since last 25 years, we are inviting mathematicians to deliver R.P. Agrawal Memorial Lecture, and only once we are given the chance. That means one mathematician from anywhere in the world came to deliver a lecture on R.P. Agrawal. This way, I think you can think that 25 to 27 well-known professors belonging to this world came here to deliver the lecture. So just you can think that the contribution which this society has made is vast other than this conference and other functions which we held time to time. These will be memorable things in the field of mathematics. SSFA would not have been successful had it not been for the efforts of the members and leaders like Professor R.P. Agrawal, N.K. Thakre, and H.L. Manocha, who initiated planning activities all over the country. It is the activities and programs developed by individual members, organizations, and institutions that form the building blocks of the SSFA. We are honored that well-known mathematicians of high moral worth and great achievements, including Richard Usky, George Andrews, Bruce Byrne, were with us. And I think you name anyone in the world working in the field of special functions once he has come to India. And especially, professors belonging to US area, Michigan area, there are several professors who are working in the field of special functions. In fact, just in a number of cities, George Andrews is there, Bruce Byrne is there, Richard Usky is there, and all these persons, are working on the theory or the work related to Ramanujan. Whenever I used to see them in America, then they generally is insisting that why don't you pick up another Ramanujan? What does it mean? That they are thinking that still India has Ramanujans. But only that G.H. Hardy was the person who first of all recognized Ramanujan. So that was my answer, that Ramanujans are there, but we need G.H. Hardy. That means that person who can recognize Ramanujan. And in fact, 2 or 3 bright students, research scholars, who were working in the field of Ramanujan, were recognized here in India. I personally wrote them letter, and some of them have gone to Bruce Byrne. In fact, all these persons went there, but whenever they were having some interview in India, then they came back. That means, for example, I have sent one student to Bruce Byrne. What happened that for 1 year he was working there satisfactorily, but later on he said that, sir, there is an interview of professor in India and I want to attend that interview. He has attended that interview, but the Vice Chancellor insisted that if you join within 3 months here, otherwise the second person will come. So he joined here. So in this way, we lost many Ramanujans. And still, I think there is time that I request at least teachers who are working or having this field of special function, actually, they are the person who can choose another Ramanujan or who can bring out to the world another Ramanujan. With this one, I can say that first of all, R.P. Agarwal Memorial Lecture was given by George Andrews. This Professor George Andrews from Pennsylvania University, USA, is an internationally renowned mathematician and now world famous for rediscovery of Ramanujan's lost notebook. He has come not once but many times to India, especially in these conferences of special functions. And he was also saying that, there are several persons who are working on the lost notebook of Ramanujan in America or elsewhere. Why you have not picked up this wonderful lost notebook and why you have not worked on that? So, I don't know, but there was someone with me, professor from India, and he said, sir, this TIFR is thinking that he is having only legacy of Ramanujan. So, whenever we picked some good student or good researcher in this subject, then TFR gave them job. And after that, we lost that one. That means in place of working on Ramanujan theory, just they said that first of all, try this field, you try this field, you try that field, and so on. So we lost such type of Ramanujans. Then R.P. Agarwal Memorial Lecture was given by about 25 or 26 mathematicians from all over the world. So in this way, I think you can say that this society has connected all mathematicians belonging to this world in the theory of special functions or number theory or related fields. That's all I think I wanted to say. Thank you.
I'm delighted to invite Professor K. Tharanikarasu, Director of Studies, Educational Innovations and Rural Reconstruction, Pondicherry University, for the inaugural address. So please.
Good morning, everyone who are present here. Respected Dean of Ramanujam School of Mathematical Sciences, Professor Rajeshwari Seshadri, and Professor M.A. Patan, President ICSFA, Professor S. Ahmed Ali, General Secretary, who is not able to attend today, Professor Emeritus S. Ponnusamy, IIT Madras, India, Professor Emeritus Tibor K. Pogani, University of Rijeka, and Mrs. Tibor K. Pogani, Professor A. Joseph Kennedy, Head Mathematics Department, and all the delegates from other parts of the world and other parts of the country, and my dear research scholars and students. Good morning, everyone. So it is indeed great pleasure to be part of this international conference on special functions and applications, ICSFA-2025, and Symposium on geometric function theory and applications. And I am really deeply honored to join you all for the inauguration of International Conference on Special Function and Applications, and give the inaugural address for this international conference. So, meeting of the Society for Special Functions and their Applications, organized under the esteemed banner of Department of Mathematics and the School of Ramanujam School of Mathematics and Pondicherry, is really honored for us, and also Pondicherry University really feel honored to host this function. So I thank Honorable Vice Chancellor for supporting this event, and also is preoccupied with some other important meeting. That's why he told me to represent university. So I thank him for allowing me to part of this, and also supporting our Department of Mathematics and this international conference. So I also thank the plenary and invited speakers, eminent mathematicians from India and abroad. And also I thank all the members of the society for this special function and their application. I also thank the faculty members, research scholars who have planned this international conference and bring all the collaborators for this wonderful event. So definitely the interaction and collaboration between two groups will now coming to this level, and the students will be really benefited. The conference is stands on a strong mathematical legacy, special functions, Q series, number theory, orthogonal polynomials, and Lie theoretic approaches. This is why the AA is telling, and fractional calculus, combinatorics, and the rich heritage of the Ramanujan works. These fields have shaped centuries of mathematical progress, and all of you know they play a major role, and in fact an important role for emerging domains, so such as data science and cryptography, and also this also plays major role in quantum information and quantum computation. And also, as you know, the mathematics is mother of all science, so it is also the basic, and it plays a central role in signal processing, machine learning, modeling in physics, engineering, and natural sciences. So such a important field. So having the conference on this field, so it is really good occasion for all the students to interact with the experts. Especially I could see there are many emeritus scholars who have a vast knowledge in this field. So that will really be helpful for the students. So I congratulate the convener Dr. Rakesh Kumar Parmar and the organizing secretary Professor Rajeshwari Sheshatri and the entire organizing team for the dedication and bringing together such a diverse and accomplished group of mathematicians. So really your efforts reflect the academic strength of the Ramanujan School of Mathematical Sciences, so which continues to uphold and the legacy of one of the greatest mathematical minds of all time, Srinivas Ramanujan. And if we take the role of our university, and Pondicherry University takes immense pride in hosting this international event. We believe that conference like ICSFA-2025 enrich our academic environment. It will definitely enrich and inspire young researchers to pursue frontier mathematical problems, and it will definitely expose our students to the world-class research, and also definitely it will strengthen the global academic collaborations while interactions, while delivering the lectures, as well as if any poster or any presentations are there by the students or others. And also it will enhance the visibility of Indian mathematical sciences on the international stage. So if we take the students, I request all the students to take this opportunity to interact with the eminent scholars, and during interaction only a small spark will strengthen your research, and also you may get some of the ideas for your future research also. So don't hesitate to interact with the eminent scholars, especially from the rare people like the emeritus professors who are sitting here. So I request all the students to interact with them. Of course, during the plenary lectures or during the invited lectures, always when you go for during the lunchtime, tea time also, if you have any doubt, don't hesitate to interact with them. So, in conclusion, I congratulate all the organizers, participants, and I wish the conference great success. 3-day conference, really it will be wonderful for the, especially for the students. May the ideas exchange here over the next 3 days will definitely help shape the future mathematical science and its many applications. With these words, I am really delighted and formally inaugurate the International Conference on Special Function and Application, ICSFA-2025. Thank you, one and all.
In mathematics, every idea is a step towards clarity. Today, as we unveil the book of abstracts, we celebrate those steps that led us to new horizons of discovery. I am pleased to request the esteemed dignitaries on the dais to unveil the book of abstracts of the conference.
A very good morning to one and all present here. It is indeed my great honor, privilege, and pride to be in front of you as a Dean of the Ramanujan School of Mathematical Sciences to give a felicitation address. So I take this opportunity to welcome all the delegates to this conference ICSFA-2025. As a special mention, I have to mention, I think it was missed out in the welcome address, so I just want to bring it to the audience, the information that Professor S.N. Singh, the Emeritus Professor, the founder of the SSFA Society is present here with us. I welcome you, sir, a special welcome to you. And I welcome our Emeritus Professor, Professor Ponuswamy, very good friend of mine. We have collaborations for the last 6 years with the Ramanujan Mathematical Society and other parallel society, spreading the words and work of Ramanujan and all the other fields of mathematics. Welcome you, sir. And also I welcome Professor Subir Khan from Aligarh Muslim University. I welcome Professor Swaminathan from IIT Roorkee. And particularly the foreign professors from Croatia and Poland who have traveled all the way from foreign places to be here with us to grace this conference. Welcome you, sir, once again. And all the delegates who have come from different parts of India, I welcome you all. A particular mention once again is 2 professors from Sardar Patel University who have come with 10 plus students, scholar and this thing to this conference. So thank you very much. A special mention and thank you so much for your presence here. And I also welcome all my colleagues from the Department of Mathematics and all the other faculties from various other departments of our university. And with this welcome, it's my honor to welcome you all to this international conference on special functions. This conference brings together renowned experts and researchers from around the world to share their knowledge, insights, and innovations in this field. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the organizers, sponsors, and contributors for their tireless efforts in making this conference a reality. So at this juncture, again, I want to once again congratulate and thank wholeheartedly Professor Deepak for extending kind-hearted thing for sponsoring one of our events in some way. So thank you once again. Special functions have far-reaching implications in various fields, and this conference provides a platform for meaningful discussions, collaborations, and knowledge sharing. I wish the conference a grand success and hope that it will lead to new ideas, innovations, and meaningful connections. So with this, I request all the delegates to have a wonderful stay, a meaningful collaboration, and a happy stay for the next 3 days here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your gracious felicitation address. Your words have truly set the tone for this international conference. Without mathematics, there is nothing you can do. Everything around you is mathematics. Quoted famous Indian personality, Shakuntala Devi, the human computer. I'm delighted to invite Professor S. Ponnusamy as our esteemed guest of honor to deliver a special address. So please.
So good morning to all of you. Distinguished guest on the dais, my faculty colleagues, researchers, young students of the dais, welcome you all to this event. First of all, it's a honor for me to be here as a special speaker, and it has been a great pleasure to be part of this program, like this kind of conferences, and I have been very much closely associated with special functions especially through Rakesh Parmar. And Pondicherry University has been conducting wonderful conferences in the past and continuing its tradition of organizing good conferences in Pondicherry. And that gives me very happy whenever I meet in occasion like this. I want to just give you a few things because the conference is full of young people who are going to be the leaders of the future universities in India. And the second aspect of this kind of society's meeting is that you will understand the other parts of the country, especially people who have come all the way from different parts of the states. And you have a chance to meet many younger colleagues from different states and also experts from other parts of the country and interact with them very closely and try to mingle with their work, and that will give you a good exposure for you in order to strengthen not only your own research interests and also to widen your research areas in future, because you are going to the pillars of the future universities. So I don't want to take much of your time. I thank the university for giving support continuously to the Department of Mathematics to organize events like this. Besides the Special Function Society, this RMS Society is also very active, and also Indian Math Society is also active. The November, December means it's always a good conferences all over, especially in India. I hope some of you will also, at least if you are not knowing it before, I would like to mention that RMS meeting is going to be in Delhi, IIIT Delhi, during December 18th to 21st. And immediately after that, there's also another conference, South Asian University. Immediately after that, there's a conference IMS conference in Lucknow. If those who are not, when I speak to some of you, I realize that some of you did not know about these conferences. I wish that you register and take part, and there are going to be many good symposiums, both in IMS and are also at RMS conference. I am sure that you will get benefited with these 3 days of working with many younger colleagues as well as senior colleagues from different parts of the country. I wish you a good stay for the next 3 days, mathematically fruitful stays. Some of the lectures, you may not like it at the beginning, but certainly it will be useful one day. You never know when you are going to use the title that they are going to give. This is my experience, So whenever you do mathematics, I give you some simple tips. You keep some harder problems in your mind. Aim to understand the problem even if you are not working on that topic. Keep kind of a mentor or mentoring problems and keep doing that. You never know when you get a good answer. My experience is that. For example, when I was a PhD student, I started working on some hard conjectures It took more than 10 years to get a solution close to that. That was actually 20 years old conjecture finally settled. Similarly, I continue another conjecture of Hall, for example. It took 40 years to settle the solution. But for me, every year keep working and try to find a way to solve, and finally you are through. So keep doing, keep trying with the hard problems, trying to find a way to understand what's going on around that. And then one day you will achieve it. So you must realize your potential, and then you try to execute your potential and realize your fruits maybe after a long time. So PhD time, when you are doing with an advice from a supervisor, he or she might think that to finish your PhD within a stipulated 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years, so you have a pressure to write something and get the thesis and get out of that. But it's not that in mathematics. You need to find a way to work yourself, inspired by yourself, execute by yourself, and finally you will know the beauty of doing hard mathematics. And this is very important. And I wish you all to get into hard topics. And one day I would like to see all of you, or most of you, would be happy, oh, I have solved the hard problems, which was not solved by many, and things like that. So each time when I go abroad, I always realize to look for new problems to work, new ways to learn. Many of the hard problems are solved using special functions, for instance, because these are conference special function. Example is Bieber conjecture. Also example is my own solution to problems on Hall's inequality, which realizes the proof through what is called complete elliptic integral, the first kind, which is actually a special case of special functions, in particular hypergeometric series. Ramanujan is very much influenced by a lot of work with special functions. And some of them you never realize its importance. For example, quotients of hypergeometric series, the derivative formula for the quotients will provide a simple formula in terms of, again, hypergeometric that helps to solve several problems, which Ramanujan must have not realized that in the modern world you get a solution of some hard problems through simple representation of the derivative of the quotient of hypergeometric series. So many such things are coming in. For example, in complex analysis, in function theory, the foremost problem is the Bieber conjecture. When you do not get a solution to this conjecture, means the subject is going to grow. If you are not able to solve the problem that you are trying to tackle, if it doesn't give a solution, that means you are going to learn many more things, or that's going to bring in many more techniques. And these techniques not only to solve the problem that they aim with, but that will create problems. So you need to be a creator for problems. For example, some years ago, to give a piece of example, when I tried to do what is Bohr inequality, I know about the name of Bohr from a research papers in computational methods and function theory when I was a postdoctoral student. It is simply related to power series. Each time, it's power series, they are doing some problem. That's all I know that time. When there was suddenly a conjecture related to that, when I looked into that, there is a conjecture related to simple power series. Look at it deeply and see that you will find a way, or you find a new techniques. Now, for example, there is a Bohr phenomena has produced hundreds of papers. Some of them are in top journals. You never know. So the problem has to ignite your mind. It should give you a feeling that this is going to grow up. Okay, several PhD theses have come up recently on that topic. Then I stopped. I thought that it's for the students and others to work, so I should not get into that anymore. So then leave that area, go to the new one, and look for some new problems. So the young students should actually watch for problems addressed by other experts in different branches of mathematics. And this conference will aim towards that goal. And don't miss to sit down and listen, even if you do not understand. This is very important for a conference like this. It's not just a special function theory conference. It is a conference to give you a way, give you a techniques, give you a direction to solve problems in other areas. That you need to realize it. So each time when I go for a conferences outside especially, I realize with new potential, new problems, that gives you a way to learn something new. And you keep going that with interest and inspiration. And you inspire yourself and understand your potential and try to, inspire by yourself. And you will know you would become a good researcher in mathematics. I wish that this conference will give you another forum for you and also future conferences elsewhere. And good luck and wish you to have a very good 3 days of meeting with and discussion with people and others. Thank you so much. And I thank the organizer for inviting me once again to be here and my good friend Dr. Rakesh Parmar. I invited once again to this, and I know many colleagues from Pondicherry University, Dr. Sheshadri, Rajeshwari Sheshadri, we have been working together, and of course I'm very close to the university. Many means through the students who come to IIT Madras. So I wish you a good luck, and I wish you a good stay for next 3 days of working with this conference, listening to lectures and interact with people here. Thank you so much.
We extend our heartfelt gratitude to Professor S. Ponuswamy for his enlightening address and for gracing the conference with your presence. Galileo Galilei famously stated, "To understand the universe, you must understand the language in which it is written, mathematics." I'm delighted to introduce Professor Tiboke Pogani, Emeritus Professor at the Faculty of Maritime Studies, University of Rijeka, Croatia, and holds an appointment at the Institute of Applied Mathematics, Obuda University, Budapest. Professor Pogani earned his MSc and PhD degrees with the Faculty of Science, Belgrade. His PhD thesis work was based on mathematics and scientific computing by the University of Debrecen, Hungary, 2015. And Sir habilitated applied mathematics in the Doctoral School of Obuda University. Later, Sir was appointed as a professor in mathematics in Hungary. Sir is also the professor of Institute of Applied Mathematics, Obuda University, and the member of core team of the Doctoral School of Applied Mathematics. Sir has over 35 years of teaching experience. He was a member of the Croatian National Promotion Committee for the field mathematics, representing the University of Rijeka. His research interests include classical analysis, special functions, applications in statistics, correlation theory of stochastic processes, and analytic inequalities. Sir developed a method of summations and expressing functional series of Mathieu-Fourier-Bessel series. Sir is the author of more than 200 publications with more than 60 co-authors. In 2001, Sir received the annual award of the city of Rijeka for his monograph chapter published by the Oxford University Press and his contributions to sampling theory and generalized polygons. Sir has made foundational contributions to mathematical inequalities, special functions, and sampling theory widely cited in research. Professor is recognized internationally for bridging probabilistic methods and classical analysis. His work on special functions and sampling theory is influential in both pure and applied mathematics. Sir has also mentored and collaborated with many mathematicians across Europe and beyond. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome Professor Tiboke Pogani to share his valuable insights with the gathering.
Jó napot kívánok mindenkinek! Most egy kicsit magyarul beszélek, hogy mindenki azon csodálkozzon, hogy mit is mondtam egyáltalán. First of all, I greeting everyone in my mother tongue, Hungarian, and I said something like that. I am very pleased to be here the second time and made good friends, colleagues, and see known faces from earlier visiting India. I'm now here in the fourth time, and we'll see it is really a good trip to India or not, but it is just a beginning because we are one day here, me, my wife, and me. So I heard the previous speaker, my friend, Professor Ponusami, mentioned a Bohr inequality, but he was not precise because he don't said that it was Niels Bohr or Harald Bohr who invented that inequality. Niels Bohr is a Nobel Prize physicist, and his younger brother Harald was, I think, the author of that inequality. But there is also a very nice thing about that. You don't know that the Harald family has a silver Olympic medal because of one of them, or brothers, play soccer or football, what we said in 1900 Olympiad. He was a member of the Olympic team of Denmark. So in his results, I think that it was Harald Bohr who was a good player. The Niels Bohr was a better physicist. Something like that is with special functions. I also said you something about what a student of the great French mathematician Grothendieck, who was a member of Bourbaki group, just survived because of the student asked him, "Professor, can solve me the following integral?" And he said, "No, I don't, but I can solve the generalization of that integral and then put inside some parameter and you get your result." That is something like special functions. What special functions is? What are? For example, when we cannot solve some elementary solution of a problem, we just said that integral or sum, that is a new special function. So our goal is to reduce that solution to some understandable form. For example, exponential function, or logarithm, or I don't know, the square root of something, or that we understand because of when we were young and we go to some high schools, we begin with this, not with Lauricella extended hypergeometric function of several variables and multi-parameters. Or you can see the names of these special functions are coming from Europe, not all of them, because of Ramanujan's results are also there, and I am sure that someone will tell you about Ramanujan's IR integral. I think that I will be the chairman for that after a few hours. And maybe you can see the names of inventors of the special functions. There is the name of Bernoulli, Gauss, and the Frenchmen, Campe de Ferrier, and Appel, and Humbert, and so on and so on, and the Germans, Gegenbauer. Then is coming Bernhard Riemann, and they are coming from Europe from the 19th century, maybe earlier, maybe a bit later, in 20th century, and we just repeat so many times that expressions that when you said, what is the Fox-H function? Everyone knows what it is. No, not like Coca-Cola or McDonald's or something like that, but almost something like that. And I am now talking to youngsters, like my colleague Ponusami told also a few minutes earlier. You can try that your name or your definition became common, completely common with that, that your invention will be repeated so many times that when you said, I don't know your surname, you can say that now inside, of course, still will be known from everyone who is working in special functions. The special functions sometimes are called higher transcendental functions, but I don't think so that it is the same. It belongs to the definition to precise that what is the difference between that two sets of functions. But I wish you success in trying to finish your studies and to find new goals, new project goals in producing new results. Köszönöm szépen a figyelmüket. Thank you for your attention.
A sincere thanks to Professor Tiboke Pogani for sharing your profound knowledge and inspiring thoughts with us today. Thank you, sir. Request Professor A. Joseph Kennedy, Head, Department of Mathematics, Pondicherry University, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good morning to one and all present here. First of all, we thank our university for supporting this conference. We thank our Vice Chancellor, Professor Prakash Babu, for his blessings. And we thank our Director, Professor Tarnikarasu, for presence here and for the inaugural address. And we thank the Society SSF for choosing us for the second time to conduct this conference. And our department is always open for you for conducting our events in future also. And we thank Dr. Parmar for bringing this conference to our department. And we thank our Dean, Professor Rajeshwari Sheshadri, and our faculty members for supporting this conference. And I thank all the PhD scholars for supporting this. And we thank each and everybody, one and all present here. Thank you. Thank you.